I hope we are ready to get this Wednesday going.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going to start it off with the recap of what happened week 7. Let me hear what you guys have to say for your guys' teams. Let's start off with you, Kyle.
Sure. Yeah. So I had to eat a little piece of humble pie this week. I was
Mm.
very hopeful. We were on a win. We looked really good against the 49ers, and I had some hope. But unfortunately, we had a little bit of a reality check. And I'll be honest, the Bengals saw through our weaknesses. That's pretty much the short of it, to be quite honest with you. I'm not going to go and be one of those people that, are just going to blame it on injuries because, we did have injuries in a very crucial position, especially in that game. But with that being said, it's we have to rise up, right? We have to, play against those good teams well, and we have to try and do whatever we can do to beat those good teams to be a contender. But we fell up short. It was 35-17, and not even to add insult to injury, but our whole cornerback, like literally our starting and our secondary cornerbacks were out. So real unfortunate. Thankfully, though, a lot of them are going to be coming back. I think only Casey Hayward is going to be on IR, so that's looking good. And then everybody else is pretty much day to day, week to week. So the benefit of that, I guess, at the very least, is that we do have a pretty deep cornerback pool. So I am pretty happy about that. But regardless, we fell short 35-17. So it's
Do you still want the South?
we still want
this. Wow.
Wow. You know what? I will say, whether you want to admit it or not, Nicole, I think right now we are the best looking team right now. Okay.
Wow.
So, regardless of our injuries.
Did you guys take a win? Did you guys get a W this week? Because one team in this division took a W. That's all I'm saying.
Remind me, Sean, please.
Let's go. Let's go.
L's all around, except for you.
Keep pounding, baby.
Well, I think that's a perfect segue to Sean. How did the Panthers do?
Yeah, take it away. Take it away, Commander Panther.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be very honest with you. I went into this game with very low expectations, okay? I understand the struggles of Tom Brady. He's yelling at his O-line. There's no tablet that's safe around him because he's going to smash it. We know what Tom Brady is. He's the GOAT, 7 rings, all that stuff. But one thing that he could not do this week is he could not take the Panthers down. And you know who the other quarterback was? Was it Baker? No.
It wasn't.
Nope.
Was it Sam Darnold? No. Was it Cam Newton?
No, it wasn't.
PJ, Mr. XFL, run by the WWE Walker. Huh. He did his thing, 16 of 22, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen. But this game was not won there. This game was won on the ground. We're going to talk about why I was so surprised that it was won on the ground at all because of the fact that somebody left or we traded them away. But 2 other guys stepped up. We signed Donta Foreman and we had Chuba Hubbard. Between them, they had over 180 yards combined. I mean, we dominated the running game. We kept Tom Brady off the field, and we got a huge win. And I'm going to tell you this. Even after the win, I was like, did we just do that? Like,
yeah.
Like for real? But there's some serious problems going on in Tampa. Ben, I don't know if you're still in the comments. I sent you the link if you want to talk about your team. But, yeah, we definitely got a much-needed victory. I don't know if it's something that we can really jump on and be excited because it's a great victory, but I don't know if it's something we could really build on because we still have a lot of issues. But we'll see, man. It was a great game, and we needed it. Divisional game. There we go.
So what do you think about Tampa, though? I guess since we don't have anybody in Tampa in here, you know what I mean?
Well, Kate has some comments. She, I know, is a Bucks fan. What do you got, Kate?
Right. Sorry, Sean.
No, I was going to say, at the end of the day, look, we know the issues. I mean, we all saw the videos of Tom Brady just yelling on his linemen and, getting on them and everything like that. And if that's your cup of tea, okay, fine. For me, not really. But at the same time, then this week, he plays terrible, and you go back and look at like the reports. Obviously, we know he has been dealing with the divorce, and he needs to be focused on taking care of that, his family life for sure. But then even on the top of that, over the weekend, he's over at Robert Kraft's wedding. This isn't even your owner anymore. I understand you guys are buddies and everything from New England, but you have a football team to lead on the field. Like, you got a lot of these guys that came to play specifically in Tampa Bay to be with you, and you're out here you can just show up whenever you want. Look, it's led by him. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the future, but there's got to be a certain point where the Buccaneers are like, look, I get your Tom Brady, bro, but we need you here.
I wonder.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I wonder because, as far as I know, like Tom Brady hasn't had many seasons where he's had like a bad record per se, right? I think in total, and Ben or anybody in the comment section can quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure they only had 2 losing seasons between the New England Patriots and Tampa Bay Buccaneers where Tom Brady was playing. So, that's a lot to be said about him. But I don't honestly know if Tom Brady's ever been benched. But maybe that's the time to do so. Like, as an organization, and I can't even just speak about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but, if it was any of our divisions, like whether it's, the Panthers, the Falcons, or even the Commanders for that matter, right? If you are going to show that kind of attitude and just, I guess, that much carelessness for the team, as an organization, I think personally you should, send a message. Maybe you should bench Tom Brady. Maybe you should show that Mr. Tom Brady, sorry, you know what, you are, you're sure, you're one of the franchise guys, whatever, but you're not above the team. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm surprised. He is one that has Drew Brees beat in I think it's like overall top 5 quarterbacks of how many yardage throws that they've had in their career, and he surpassed Drew Brees. So he's got a title for sure for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. You're not above the team though. I still can't like disagree with that. Like, it looks sour, right? It's like you're just gonna let him do whatever he wants to do. Like, I get it. You're the guy. You're the GOAT. You're the greatest of all time. But at the same time, like, you're not gonna be here forever. So
right.
I'm just saying, like, at that point, whether it's one game, I know one game can make or break your season if you're gonna make the playoffs or not. But what's that saying to the rest of the Buccaneers, to be quite honest with you, that, we can just do whatever we want and that's the kind of behavior that we're just going to tolerate? Because I'm just saying, if it happened on the Falcons, I would say the exact same thing.
I would just say for like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, it's great to have the spotlight on a team. Everyone loves a good spotlight on the team, but I know as a team member, it does kind of suck in a different light for like, what about the other seasons and stuff. But yeah, that was a tough game against division also too, with the Panthers, giving them a little bit more bite.
I like that.
Thank you.
I do feel though that Tampa Bay is going to be a force to reckon with, because there's still a lot of weeks left.
Yeah,
I'm not sold though, Nicole. I'll be honest, I'm not sold. I think maybe potentially in this season, sure, but Andrew Faber, he's actually outlined it pretty well. And the thing is there's a lot of players that they need to sign contracts, and that's the thing. Is Tampa Bay, when they signed Tom Brady, they went all in. They went win now, right? Yeah. So with that being said, you're gonna have a lot, especially on the defensive side. You're gonna have a lot of contracts coming up that you're not gonna be able to sign, and they fully know. Ben Cornette, Andrew Faber, like, quote me on this in the comments if you want, but they're not going to be able to sign all these players. They're not going to be able to sign Devin White. They're not going to be able to sign these wide receivers. So the team is going to look different. So what are you going to do?
Yeah. Hey, Alec, I think I have to discover that next weekend about salaries and caps and contracts.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea about this, but I will learn and do a little research, because it seems to be a
It's a
very
big deal.
huge strategy, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a big deal. But as far as the season, look, we've seen the struggles, and we know what the record is. At the end of the day, Tom Brady still has over 1,900 passing yards, 8 TDs, and only one interception. Tom is still playing. Things just it's not working all the way around. At the end of the day, though, this loss and this isn't to Aaron Rodgers. This isn't to Kansas City or Buffalo. This is to one of the worst teams in the league and a divisional opponent at that. So, hey, you got to get something figured out, Tom, because it's not looking good, man. But go ahead, Nicole. What you saying?
No, I think you said it pretty perfectly. And I do got some good questions later on that might address some of the issues that's been going on.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. But yeah, so I guess with my recap, yes, I ate an L, and it was Thursday night. But let's just say, as I've always said before, the Saints are always down to entertain you. I mean, I was joking with Ashley for my fantasy team, and I got a little nervous and went back to my comfort zone, which meant picking up Andy Dalton and like basically any and all Saints players and putting them on my fantasy team, and I won for the first time. So
let's go.
Yeah. We started out strong. Shaheed, first like 2 minutes of the start of the game, we get a touchdown, and I'm like, let's go.
Right.
And there was one play where I did see and start to see a little bit of good chest movements where they lined up all three of the wide receivers, one behind another, and ended up making a play with Taysom Hill actually throwing as the QB to Kamara, which was the third lined up receiver for a first down when they were 2 and 5 yards away. So I like that play. I thought that was pretty cool. I feel like Kamara and Hill are healthy again. He's breaking tackles. I don't like Ingram on the other team. I realized that they have an Ingram. And he was making plays and some points. Did not like that part. We didn't even attempt a 2-point conversion. I think we were a little bit nervous, but I was just like, I'm ready. I'm here for it. It's Thursday. We were pretty close points away. So it shows a little bit. I don't know if we're that confident, if there was that confidence there. At half, we were 14-28. I don't like Murray. They made plays that look very similar where we broke down and then they capitalized on that, making it a 34-42. We were 6 points away, which is one interception.
Wow.
That's all I got to say.
Well, let's talk about the 1 minute left in the first half, right? Like, to be honest with you, I agree with you. I watched actually quite a bit of that game, more than I thought I was going to. And up until that point, I honestly thought, yes, you know what? We got the Saints. Saints are going to win it. You know, I had money on this game, and, you know, that's honestly all it takes. It just takes to throw 2 interceptions back to back. To then lose a game.
Well, and you know that I was talking about this week in, week out about our turnover ratio. You know, we've been number one for the worst for, I'd say, probably about 4 weeks straight. We have a total of 16 turnovers. That's almost 2.1, like I was telling you guys. So that is our struggle. That is our bread and butter. Let's just call it a turnover ratio.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.